Welcome to the Unicorn Connector Show, where we talk about relationships, revenue, and referrals. We'll dig into opportunities for people to generate revenue by making referrals from the relationships they establish. We'll also cover tips to grow your network, leverage it, and get paid residual income for life. So today, we are going to talk about why being driven to accomplish your dreams makes connecting exceptional. This is one of my favorite strands of the Unicorn DNA, and we're going to dig into how it applies to connectors, ways you can outline a solid plan to accomplish your dreams by setting dream goals, and how you can implement your dreams into being an exceptional connector. So connectors, why should you know what your dreams are as a connector? Because knowing your dreams helps you be more intentional, and by being more intentional, you can find connections that could even support your dreams. And the connections you make should support your dreams. Whether that's supporting a bigger vision you have, or your overall mission that you're looking to accomplish in this life, or simply something fun like going skydiving, or driving a Ferrari, or going scuba diving. Maybe you have dreams of partnering with a certain type of company. Maybe your dreams are to make a new friend. Whatever it is, the connections you make should support those dreams. And ultimately, part of your dreams should be to help connect other people and help them accomplish their dreams too. Therefore, the connections you create for others should also support your dreams as a connector. And if you know what other people's dreams are too, you can make connections that support their dreams. Focusing on what other people's dreams are is such a great way to make connections that help them accomplish things that you might not have otherwise thought of, because if all you focus on are business connections and solutions to people's problems, you might totally miss the opportunity to connect somebody with someone who can fulfill their dreams for them, or help them fulfill their dreams, or even connect them with somebody else to fulfill their dreams, and for yourself as well. But as a connector, being there to support people with their dreams, you can help people accomplish their dreams. And so that's why it's so important to know what the dreams are that you have, as well as the dreams are of the people you're helping make connections for. Because sometimes you are literally just one connection away from accomplishing your dreams, and you might know the connection to help somebody else accomplish their dreams too. So know the dreams, know what it is that you're going for, and be driven to accomplish those dreams. By knowing what the dreams are that you have and thinking about them as you're connecting with people, you might find somebody that could help open doors for you. They might give you insight to accomplish your goals that support your dreams. They could potentially teach you how they accomplished what you're trying to do. Imagine you found somebody that has already done something that you are dreaming about. The insight that you can get from them is priceless. So let them teach you what you need to know. Let them teach you what not to do and what to do in order to accomplish those dreams. Lean on people that have accomplished the things that you are looking to accomplish, and let them show you the path. Let them provide additional resources if they have them. Let them be there to encourage you and challenge you and inspire you to accomplish the dreams that they have already done that you are trying to accomplish. And if somebody you know has a dream to do something and you meet somebody that's already done it, connect those people. Imagine that you had a dream to complete an Ironman. This is actually one of mine that I'll get into a little bit later. But when I met somebody for the first time that had said that they've done an Ironman, after I clarified this dream of mine, I was so excited to meet them. I had all sorts of questions and concerns and doubts and suspicions that they were able to clarify for me. And if somebody I knew somebody else who had done an Ironman before, and they knew that I had a dream to complete one, they could have connected me way sooner than the amount of time it would have taken me to find somebody on my own. Now, there are plenty of ways I could have sought out and found that person and made the connection and had that conversation myself. And I know that. But sometimes being in the right place at the right time and being connected and finding that out in that kind of way is just how it needs to happen. But as a connector, if you know somebody that's accomplished a dream that somebody else is trying to accomplish, you can connect them and say, hey, I know you had a dream to accomplish an Ironman. I just met so-and-so who has done it before. I just thought you guys might want to connect and have a conversation about it because I know that's a dream that you have, and I know that you would like to chat with somebody who's done it before. Maybe they've already done it. But if you know their dreams in advance and you know what they've gone through to try to accomplish those dreams already, you know they've had these conversations before, maybe it's not necessary. But if you ask them, hey, have you ever spoken with somebody who's completed an Ironman? They might actually say, no, that's a great idea. Maybe I should try to find somebody. And if you find somebody, then great, introduce them. And that's one step closer to accomplishing the dreams that you have set out to accomplish. So it all comes down to intention, because the best connectors are intentional, and having clear dreams absolutely helps with that. And the more intentional you are with finding people that support your dreams and making connections that support other people in accomplishing their dreams, the better. By focusing on people's dreams and supporting people in that way, in addition to all the other ways you can be a connector, it actually prevents you from only focusing on money, which nobody wants. Nobody wants to go into a conversation knowing that somebody is just money driven. Nobody wants that. So focusing on what really drives you and what really drives other people, their dreams, their goals, their passions, that is one of the best ways that you can make connections for other people. So let's talk about being driven, because that's a huge part of the unicorn DNA, is that you're driven to accomplish your dreams. You don't just have this dream like owning a Ferrari or driving a Ferrari. Why is that even a dream? Because you like to go fast? Okay, great. Why don't you clarify that dream that you have? Having dreams that are so clear and important to you that create a drive within you make connecting even more exceptional, because you know what you're after. You know the dreams you're trying to accomplish. And if you find someone that can help you with your dream or with somebody else's dream, you're going to light up when you realize it, because you are so driven to accomplish it. If you have some materialistic dream, like driving a Ferrari, which plenty of people have done, you can go drive one in Las Vegas if you want, but that's only going to fulfill you for so long. And that might be the same for something like an Ironman. But the sense of accomplishment that you get when you do something like that is incredible, but only if it comes with the drive from having a clearly outlined and articulated dream. And by outlining those dreams, it makes it incredibly important to you so that you remain focused on them. So you gotta get clear and you gotta get granular with them. You need to have a plan and take action on that plan so that the drive continues beyond just stating what the dream is. I haven't driven a Ferrari. I would love to drive a Ferrari. Great. And if I just end there, I might not ever get there. But regardless of that, the reason that I might not get there isn't because of anything other than it's not something I am truly passionate about, because I haven't really clarified why I want to accomplish that and how I'm even going to do it. Because honestly, if I stated that as a dream and I came up with an action plan to actually accomplish that dream, honestly, I could probably drive a Ferrari within a few weeks. But you got to clarify it, because if that's a goal of yours, then clarify it and figure out how you can make it happen. And that's why I like to outline my dreams with a dream goal worksheet. A dream goal is something that we created and is available for anybody at any time for free. However, I'm going to cover it for you right now. So take notes, write down these steps, questions, and the outline to accomplishing your dream goals. Dream in dream goals actually stands for something. The D stands for dreamable. So a dream goal is something that is so good, you would dream about it, and you will dream about it every single day. Do whatever you can to visualize yourself accomplishing this goal vividly. Do it every morning. The more detailed, the better. You could do it twice a day if you want. You could draw it out. Imagine it in your head. Say it out loud. Tell people. Record it in your phone. Do anything to make this goal concrete. The R in dream goal is that it's respectable. That means that it is a well thought out and challenging goal that you can achieve if you set your mind to it. You got to make it something worth shooting for. Don't do some pie in the sky, not a big deal if I don't accomplish it, not a huge deal if I do type of goal. Make sure that it will give you such an enormous sense of pride after completing the goal. And that's what would make it respectable. So dream goal has to be extraordinary. That's E, extraordinary. This means that it is a goal that is creatively different, but specific to yourself and something that really pushes you beyond your boundaries. It's something that you got to think outside of the box to accomplish. And so we don't want you to be afraid to dream big. Make it unique to yourself. Make it such that if you do accomplish this, you will feel that extraordinary sense of pride, that it supports the fact that it's a respectable goal, that when you accomplish this, you will feel like $1,000,000. A in dream goals is that it's absolute. This means that you must achieve it. You must do whatever you can and stop at nothing to make this happen. By creating goals that are so important to you that you stop at nothing to accomplish them, you will feel a much stronger sense of urgency and importance and seriousness with focusing on that goal to get it done. So make sure that whatever your dream goals are, that it is extremely important to you that you accomplish it. The M in dream is that the path and the achievement of this goal will result in something magical for yourself, somebody else. It could be many different people. It could be the entire universe for all we know. But by getting this goal done, it will be a magical accomplishment for you. And only you can decide what the magic is that lives within that dream goal. It's entirely up to you. Don't let anybody tell you that your goal is less than or insignificant or not magical in some way. You get to decide that, and only you get to decide that. So, once you think about all of that and you figure out what the goal is that you want to accomplish, you got to set a date that you want to accomplish it by. Give the goal a name. What is the goal that you are trying to achieve? And when do you want to achieve this goal? Write these questions down. What are you trying to accomplish? When do you want to complete the goal? Now, why do you want to accomplish this goal? What is it that makes it so important to you? What obstacles do you have in order to accomplish the goal? What's getting in your way? What obstacles have you already overcome? Have you already started making progress toward achieving this goal? Write those down. Next, what do you need to do to accomplish this goal? And what do you need in order to accomplish it? If you need supplies or materials or support, or you need a calendar or a piece of technology or some equipment, whatever it might be. When I stated that one of my goals was to complete an Ironman, the first thing that I put down was that I needed goggles. Because I already had everything I needed to swim, to run, to bike, but I didn't have goggles. If you're going to complete an Ironman, you need to have goggles. So that's what I needed. That's what I put down. So make sure you have everything you need to accomplish the goal. And if not, that's going to become one of your first action items. Next, identify who can support you with the goal. Who in your circle will actually keep you going? Who will push you? Who will hold you accountable? Who cares enough about you that they will support you with achieving it? Next question. How often are you going to review your progress? Is this something you need to review daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly? Figure out what's going to work best for you, where you can actually see some type of improvement, but is regular enough that you stay consistent with working towards accomplishing that goal, and do it. Make sure you review the progress. Put it in your calendar if you have to. Tell somebody else. Create a meeting to check in with an accountability partner. Whatever you got to do, make sure you review that progress. Next, when are you going to visualize your goal? Are you going to visualize it first thing in the morning, right before you go to sleep at night, during lunch to make sure what you're doing in your day-to-day is in support of that goal? Might it be only once a week? I would suggest thinking about this goal every day, because even if you're not doing something today about it, make sure that you know when the next time will be that you do something about it. So figure out when that's going to work best for you. Adjust it if you need to, but make sure it is there and in a place that you don't forget to visualize your goal. As soon as you stop thinking about your goals, you stop making progress towards them, and you're less likely to accomplish them. Next question. What are you doing to ensure the success of this goal? Are you going to the gym regularly? Are you making connections regularly to accomplish some sort of business goal or a personal goal? Do you need to have regular calls with somebody that can help support you with the success of that goal? You figure out what's going to work best for you, but know what the dream is that you're trying to accomplish and the goals you need to get there, and make sure that your dream goals are all tied together and support that. Finally, and this is probably the most important question to ask yourself, because if you say no to this, definitely want you to reach out to me, and I definitely want you to reach out to somebody that will encourage you. The last question of this is, do you believe that you can accomplish this goal? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you can do it? Do you have what it takes? Are you capable of achieving the goal? Or do you need to figure out a way to become capable? Whatever it is, believe in yourself. Make sure that you know you can do it. Whether you have to convince yourself of it, whether you need to reach out to somebody to help you believe in yourself, you can always reach out to me. Daniel Knight on LinkedIn is going to be the best way, and I will absolutely support you with it. I will absolutely work with you on this and absolutely help you see how you can accomplish whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. Collaborate with people that will support you with your goals and make it happen. Now, you've gone through the list of questions. I hope you wrote those down. If not, I'll tell you where to download the worksheet. But for now, we're going to move to the action items and the deadlines. So the first step in this section is to identify your top 3 priorities to move your goal forward, and any details or plans of things that you need and when it needs to be done. Again, put these in your calendar. So what are the top 3 priorities? Just focus in on these right now. It might even just be find an accountability buddy. It might be go buy some goggles like mine was. It might be to start saving $1 every month. It might be to start reaching out to new connections to find somebody that can support you. Whatever it is, figure out those top 3 priorities. What are the details about those action items? And what do you need to make them happen? And when is it due by? Put those due dates in your calendar. Put them in there. I don't care if you need to create a meeting around it. I don't care if you need to tell somebody about it, but put it in there. Make sure that you see it. Make sure you have a reminder. Maybe even put a check-in date a couple weeks in advance if it's far out enough, but get it done. Make sure the first step is close enough that you are actively working towards it until you get it done, and that it's regularly on your mind and that you don't forget about it. That first action item shouldn't be any further than a few days or a week away. The next step is to establish the accountability measures to ensure the success of your goal. Then talk to the people who you set those accountability measures up with. So who is going to hold you accountable? We've talked about the people that are supportive in your life. We've talked about being surrounded by people that are there to help you accomplish your goals. Now, reach out to those people and get them to hold you accountable. Who are those people? I recommend at least 3 people, probably not more than that, but figure out who's going to hold you accountable. Give them powers over you. Make sure they know that they can be hard on you about this goal. If your goal is to complete an Ironman and you're passionate about it enough, and you say to somebody, hey, we're going to get up and go to the gym every day at 5 a.m., and if I don't text you about it the night before, or if I'm not responding to my phone call, or if I'm not there, you can come over and drag me out of bed. What are the powers that they hold? Make sure that you clarify this. Can they call you repeatedly at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whatever time it needs to be? Can they text you and say something that lights a fire under your ass? What are the powers that they hold? outline this. Now, how are you going to keep track of progress? And how are you going to make this collaborative so the people that are holding you accountable can see that progress? Even if it's just a quick call, or you send them a picture of your checkboxes or your scale or whatever it is, how are you going to communicate the progress that you're making? And how often are they going to check in on you and review that progress with you? Make sure you have that cadence defined and make sure you continuously do it. Finally, what else can you do to ensure success? This template is a great way for you to create a solid game plan to accomplish goals that you dream of. And there might be things that you know in the back of your head you can do to ensure your success. If you care about these goals enough, you will do those things. You will establish those protocols to ensure that it actually happens. Finally, create a way to track your progress. You need to make sure that you can clearly see the progress that you're making. I recommend every 30 days, record the progress that you've made. Also record the effort level that you've put into accomplishing your goal. I'd go 0 to 100 on this because you might feel like you were pushing 60% of how hard you could push. You might feel like you gave it 110%. 0 to 100, if you feel like you did 110%, put 110% down. And then any notes you have about the progress you've made, how you can do better over the next period, and what you need to do to make it happen. So you want to check in on yourself and check in on the progress you've made at least every 30 days, 60 days, after 90 days. You could go another 90 days after that. You could go another 90 days after that. So after 180 days, and then after 1 year, where are you at? If you need to do a progress review every single 30 days, go for it. Whatever is going to help you support accomplishing those goals. So, with all of this, I just want to emphasize the power that creating this dream goal can actually have on you. When I stated that I wanted to complete an Ironman, I immediately bought goggles. It was the first thing I did. I had it done that night. I already had a bike, and I set a smaller goal to bike 500 miles by the end of the year. I ended up biking 250 miles, but that was pretty impressive for myself. I really didn't realize how big of a challenge that would be, but I set the goal. I was only about halfway there, but I think if I had set a smaller goal, I would have been nowhere close. So 250 miles, this was over about 3 months that I did that. I was very impressed with myself. I also started running, and I started swimming again. I already had a background in swimming, so it wasn't that challenging for me. But as soon as I got the goggles, I incorporated a day of swimming into my workout regimen. Finally, it helped me create a whole separate goal that is kind of just a fun one. This is not a dream goal of mine, but I since got a Doberman that I established a goal to help him break the speed record of 40 miles per hour. That's the fastest recorded speed for a Doberman. And because I got so consistent and fast on my own bike, I wanted to get a dog that could actually keep up with me. And not only that, but push me. So I set a goal for him, which is also a goal for myself, that he would break that speed record of 40 miles per hour. So I've done this for a few different things, but that one probably lit the biggest fire within me and had me going in ways that I can't even express to you. I have not accomplished that goal yet, full disclaimer, but I am well on my way to accomplishing it and way closer than I would have been had I not set that goal. So, whenever you listen to this, I want to make sure that you have a clear vision of the dreams that you want to accomplish and why. And do they support your overall mission? Or is this something that you'd like to do one day? Whatever it might be, that's fine. But make sure that the goals are established and clear so that you can accomplish your dreams. Because I am passionate about accomplishing my dreams, and I'm even more passionate about helping other people achieve their dreams. So that's why we created the worksheet, the Dream Goal Worksheet. Like I said before, we did make it free, and it always will be. There's not even an email address required, but if you go to dreamgoal.unicornuniverse.io, scroll down until you see Dream Goal Worksheet and click the button to download it. Again, it's free, no email required, but this should help you get to what you're trying to accomplish. Feel free to share it with me. I'm happy to give feedback or support, be your accountability partner, collaborate on ways you can achieve those goals, but I would love to hear from you about it. So connect with me. Best places on LinkedIn, Daniel Knight at 10x Unicorn, and I'm here to help you out with that. Finally, coming up in just a couple of weeks, we are actually going to interview somebody who is a goal execution coach. His name is Brandon Godoris, who is the founder of Warm Heart Life and the host of the A2B conference, which is an event that focuses on helping people accelerate the path to get what they want personally, professionally, and financially in life. So I mention that because if you're listening to this before the live stream happens, then make sure you tune in on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. We'll be doing his interview on Tuesday, January 3rd, Tuesday night at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And we're going to talk about all the different ways that you can accomplish your goals and why it's so important to set big goals and also to set smaller goals that support you with accomplishing those bigger goals. So make sure you tune into that. So whatever your goals are, big or small, they are important. Having a plan is exactly how you get there. And by having goals that are so significant you dream about them, it will light a fire within. And by knowing the dreams that you and others want to accomplish, you, as a connector, can make connections that help you accomplish your dreams and help others accomplish their dreams too. And that is why unicorns are driven to accomplish their dreams. If you'd like a place to get support in achieving your dreams, Unicorn Universe holds a weekly virtual connection call where each person has the chance to share a dream that they have, that we can each help them achieve, because our mission is to foster a community of creating joy. And by helping each other accomplish our dreams, we can all live a lifestyle of more joy. If you're looking to generate revenue by being a connector or by getting referrals for your existing business, then check out how Unicorn Universe creates abundance through connections in our community by going to unicornconnector.com. That's unicornconnector.com. Stay tuned, follow us, and hit the subscribe button as we expand on ways to grow your network, generate income from opportunities we avail, interview our partners and connectors, and show you how to become the magical unicorn connector that you are.